My name is Dave.
My name is Joe.
My name is Aaron.
And we are the Boston Sports Nerds. Tune into the Boston Sports Nerds podcast each episode for our weekly segments.
Not mad at it.
Blog talk.
Social media second.
Closing time.
And everything Boston sports.
Shut the fuck up and listen to me!
Welcome to #DaveSpeaks.
Welcome back to the long-awaited, the just delayed Dave Speaks, #DaveSpeaks. My name is Dave, of course, from the Boston Sports Nerds podcast, the B.S.N Show, and I'm back with another episode of #DaveSpeaks. I've changed the format a little bit, so it's not always going to be just Dave speaking. I'm going to have guests more often than not. That way I can kind of do some things more consistently, and I'm going to try to fall in the off weeks of the WECP show on our network, so you'll always get 3 shows a week. You'll get Joe's Fantasy Field Goal on Tuesdays, you'll get the Boston Sports Nerds podcast in the middle of the week, and then you'll have either WECP on one weekend, and they do it bi-weekly, so I will fall in the off weeks for them, so this will be a bi-weekly podcast as well. This is #DaveSpeaks, and I'm joined by my good friend Kevin here. Kevin, how are you?
What's up? How are you?
There you go. I'm doing good, man. This is the second time we've done a podcast together.
It's true.
We did the old neighborhood sports talk show back in the day. And,
By the way, where'd that go?
I deleted it.
It's just gone.
I was paying for the website, and then we stopped doing the podcast.
Gone forever, never coming back.
Never coming back. So don't look for that podcast that Kevin and I did before. This is the first one to you new listeners. That's all you need to know. So we're going to kind of get into, Kevin is an avid Patriots fan, right?
Absolutely.
When did you start being a Patriots fan?
When I was born.
2002, right? Just like everyone else.
Absolutely.
No, so
86, baby.
86, the year he was born. He came out, kicked a field goal. That was it. As soon as he was born, just dropped right out. And then
Rumor has it.
Yeah, that's the word on the street, at least. So we're both big-time Patriots nuts, obviously. And this is hard not to be excited about this team.
How can you not?
Right. And you're looking at all the people that they got. Brandon Cooks, Lawrence Guy, fucking
Ely,
Dwayne Allen. And they brought in a ton of people. And they lost Rob Ninkovich to retirement, which is tough. I think he was kind of on the out anyway. You know, I mean, he wasn't that good in the beginning of the season last year. He kind of clicked. You know, being a Bill Belichick guy, kind of got it to work, you know, by the end of the year. But it's tough. You know, you bring in Stephon Gilmore, too. So you lose Logan Ryan to get Stephon Gilmore. That's an upgrade, I think. Logan Ryan's not a bad player.
You
Stephon
keep
Gilmore's
Butler.
a good one. You keep Butler, at least for the year.
Keep Hightower.
Keep Hightower. Yeah,
That's
right.
huge.
That's another important one, right? So what are you thinking? Like, they going to go 19-0?
That's hard. I don't know if you can pinpoint 19-0 on a team. That's a lot of pressure.
It is.
But if anyone has a shot, it's this team.
Yes.
I mean, we've completely upgraded everything, in my opinion.
Right. Like, they just won 14 games in the regular season. Lost only 2 games all year. One of their losses was without Tom Brady.
4 being without Brady. Yep.
Right, 4 games without, right?
Yeah.
And they only lose 1 game without him.
Yep.
So Tom Brady was 11-1 in the regular season, right?
Yep.
14-1 for the whole year. You would think they would have beat Buffalo the night that Jacoby Brissett lost to them with a healthy Brady. Or not healthy, but a non-suspended
We would
Brady.
have beat them.
We would
Absolutely.
have beat them. And what was the other loss? Seattle?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
through
Seattle.
the goal line.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's a legit loss. So they could legitimately have been 18-1 last year, which is crazy to think about. That they could have been 18-1 on the right side of 18-1 and not like 07. But
Can we not bring that up?
yeah, I'm with you. Well, that's kind of the contrast. Is this team better than 07?
I don't know. If not, they're right up there with them. They're right up there.
Now, why do you think that is?
That they're up there with them?
Yeah.
I mean, look at all, like you were saying earlier, look at all the acquisitions that we just made.
Don't turn my words against me. This is my fucking show.
We just upgraded, in my opinion, we upgraded everything.
Everything. Oh, yeah, you're right. I mean, the running back position seems better, right? Gillisley, I think, is a more talented running back than Blunt. Blunt served its purpose really well. 1 yard runs, 9 of his 18 touchdowns came at the 1 yard line or goal line situations. So Gillislee's probably better on every down than Blunt. You know what I mean? Like first down back, he's probably better at
A little
getting
bit
you 4 or
better,
5
yeah.
yards. Yeah. James White, a healthy James White, showed out in the playoffs, especially in the Super Bowl. Deion Lewis is a little, I don't know, I'm kind of lost on him a little bit. I
think, personally, I think he's going to be gone. I don't think he'll
so
be
too.
with us.
I think.
I think just because of injury history, he'll be gone.
Yeah, they say dependability is one of the better abilities, and
Yeah.
how much can you depend on Deion Lewis? But when he's healthy, he's real good. You know what I mean? So, like, is it worth? It's kind of like Gronk. What's the cutoff? If you're going to cut Lewis because he has injury problems, but he's good when you have him, that sounds a
Gronk,
lot like the tight
you can't
end.
compare that to Gronk. Gronk's all metal now.
That's true. He is like fucking Terminator.
Gronk's a machine.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that is true. But I mean, like, at what point do you look at Gronk and say, like, if he only plays 4 games this year, do you start to look to move on?
I say if he gets injured and he does only hypothetically play 4 games, yeah, we get rid of him.
Get rid of him. Do you definitely get rid of him, or you just like get a feeler? Like, what's he worth?
You definitely get rid of him.
Wow,
he's accident prone.
he is. Yeah.
Is it best to have him for 4 games every year, or would you rather have someone that you can have and depend on all season
Right.
long?
Oh, of course. Yeah. Like Martellus Bennett fucking played hurt all year. You know what I mean?
Monster.
He was really good for the Pats. And there's a difference with Gronk's injuries, though, and Deion Lewis's. Like, Gronk's look like real injuries. Deion Lewis looks like he gets injured making bacon with his shirt off. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's just sort of got
Who doesn't?
Yeah, right. Exactly. We all do, right? But, I mean, remember he pulled up lame at the end of the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? They were trying to do the trick play at the end of the game, and then...
By the way, whatever happened with that? Was he legit injured then?
He was hurt.
Like, what,
Yeah, he was hurt.
What happened to him, though?
I thought he had like some sort of like hamstring pull.
So it was nothing serious.
Nothing
though.
serious.
Yeah.
No, yeah. But it was just the equivalent of bacon grease, like popping, like it's one of those things. But you think 19-0 is tough to pinpoint?
It could happen.
Right.
It very well could happen.
What do you gun to your head? What do you bet on?
Oh man, I say we go 15-1 in the regular season
Win the Super Bowl.
and win the
Go
Super Bowl.
18-1.
That's if I had to put money on it. But as a fan, I'm gonna say we're gonna go 19-0.
What do you think? What do you think of all the players saying that's fucking crazy?
Well, it is crazy to
It is
say.
crazy. It is
That's
crazy.
that's way too much pressure to put on your team to live up to 19-0. It's never been done before.
Right.
No one's ever done it.
Right. Yeah. So if you're just like, hey, by the way, you won all your games already, don't even play,
Right.
Because you already won. I started thinking back about the 07, because I've had a lot of conversation about this, like what team's better, 07, 17, whatever. You look at like Brandon Cooks, right? You're thinking, okay, this is a guy that's going to add a lot to the offense. He's a deep threat guy. He's a speedster. He adds a lot of taking the top off the defense type stuff.
Which
But-
I feel like we were missing that prior years.
Yeah.
We didn't
Oh, yeah.
really have deep threats.
No, not at all. I mean, Chris Hogan was good last year at that. You know what I mean? Like, he was second in the NFL in yards per catch, whatever. Like, he had the longest yards per catch in the NFL, second most. But before him, yeah, they were searching for that guy. Like Aaron
The
Dodson.
last one was what? Moss?
Successful
Like
one
the
was
legit?
Moss. Yeah, right. Oh, yeah, absolutely. And that's, I mean, it was like, please, Aaron Dobson, work out. Like, you know, I mean, everyone was hoping that kid would fucking do something. They're like, oh, we'll just get Chad Johnson, Ochocinco, and that'll work. And it's like, you had 16
Complete
catches
crap
all year.
fest.
Yeah, that was awful.
I've never seen anyone come into that system and flop as much as he
Fucking
did.
died.
Terrible.
He died in New England. That was really bad. But Brandon Cooks comes in. You're thinking, what's the expectations for Brandon Cooks?
I think that they're set very high for him.
Yeah.
Whether he lives up to that or not, well, I mean,
Right.
it's yet to be seen. But
Right.
he's definitely, from what I hear, I never watched too much Saints football, but
Mm-hmm.
from what I hear, he can scorch you, he can burn you down the field. He's fast.
Fucking fast. He registered 22 miles an hour last year.
That's ridiculous.
Which is crazy.
That's half a cheetah.
that's basically a cheetah. Brandon Cooks, I think. All right, so he's your dynamic playmaker, right? Mm-hmm. Compared to Moss, right? Is that fair?
I don't know. Can you compare him to Moss?
No, I don't think you can. I was hoping you'd say yeah, and then I would say no, you
Can
can't.
you, though?
Right, no, he's not.
Moss is like a legit Hall of Famer. Who's Brandon Cooks right now? You know what I mean?
Right, yeah, up-and-coming star. Really, all right, so to do the 07-17 comparison, we'd have to do this. Gronkowski is like Moss, right?
Yeah.
Like as far as dominant ability. Like the way Randy Moss would probably haul in 3 touchdowns and whatever. Gronk might get 2, 3 in a game.
Gronk is the most dominant person
Right.
on the offense, besides obviously Brady.
And like you said, Moss is going to be a Hall of Famer. He's widely known as the second best receiver of all time, depending on your list or whatever. But for most people, have him around top 2. Gronk is going to finish as either the best or second best tight end in football, next to Tony Gonzalez.
He's got to be the best.
I think it's actually an interesting comparison. I think Randy Moss and Jerry Rice was much more consistent for a long time. His longevity was awesome. The same way with Tony Gonzalez. It wasn't that Randy Moss was hurt. Randy Moss just stopped playing a lot. You know what I mean? So, like, if you take those plays that he took off or games that he took off for the season, even like with Oakland or Tennessee or whatever, like those years that he just gave up on, that's similar to Rob Gronkowski's missed time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yep.
So, I think Randy Moss was a better athlete and better pass catcher than Jerry Rice, but I think Jerry Rice was I'd rather have Jerry Rice. You know what I'm saying? Like, he worked harder. He never gave up on teams.
Would you rather have Jerry Rice with the gloves or without the gloves?
Gloves. You gotta have the gloves for sure. Stick them in all. And the same thing, but when it comes to Gronk, I'd rather Gronk than Tony Gonzalez. But Tony Gonzalez,
hands down,
right. But Tony Gonzalez is kind of like the Jerry Rice of wide receiver. Like, he did it forever. He's always fucking good.
To me, with Gronk, you need 3 people to take him down.
Yeah, easy.
I've legit seen him drag 4 people into the end zone.
Yeah,
he's a monster. You can't take him down one-on-one
without any
impossible.
problem. He just does it these are people. And then the fucking kid from Sergio Brown from the Colts, where he's I threw him out of the club or whatever, and he just manhandled that grown adult and just fucking had his way with him.
That was a grown baby. He made him look like a grown-ass baby.
Like a tiny child. So Gronk and Moss are a wash, right? If you're going 07-17.
Yeah, I would say that, yeah.
Welker, Edelman. Now you got to take 07's year. We're not taking Randy Moss in 07. I'm not saying Gronk's going to have 23 touchdowns.
I think.
So let's do that. All right, so Randy Moss, Gronk. Is Gronk going to have a better year than Randy Moss if we're matching them up?
If he stays healthy.
Okay. Yeah.
If he stays healthy,
I think that's an important theme for that. Is that So then we'll go Edelman, Welker.
I want to take Edelman.
You want to take Edelman?
I say I take Edelman, but Welker was good for us. He really was.
Really good for us, yeah.
When he wasn't walking around in a fog from his 90 concussions.
Yeah, as Joe put it, he gets a concussion while eating corn on the cob.
He sneezed and got a concussion.
Yeah, he really does. Wes Welker gets a concussion while making bacon with his shirt on. Wes Welker in 2007 had 112 catches, 1,175 yards, and 8 touchdowns. Do you think Julian Edelman will top that season? 112 catches for 1,100 yards and 8 touchdowns.
Probably not, because there's so many weapons that Brady can utilize.
Right.
That he's probably going to distribute it throughout everyone, but it's probably I see Cooks and I see Gronk having the two best
touchdown years. Yeah. Now, mind you, if we're doing a Gronk-Moss comparison, that would mean that Gronk would need 98 catches, 1,493 yards, and 23 touchdowns.
And he'll get them.
Do you think so? You're putting money on that?
He'll get them.
Next time you're on #DaveSpeaks, you're going to owe me a 6-pack of beer. Because Rob Gronkowski is not going to get 100 catches almost, 1,500 yards and 23 touchdowns. He's going to be
if I had to put money, no, he wouldn't.
He'd be 75 catches a full season, right? If he plays 16 games, 75 catches, 1,300 yards, 14 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's accurate.
That's my guess. So he's going to be worse than Moss, right? And it's at a different position, so I get it. But let's just say he's the biggest playmaker for the Pats. He's worse than Moss. Edelman's not going to be as good as Welker, right? He's not going to get 8 touchdowns or 1,200 yards.
He could.
You think
he could. He's a good slot guy.
He's a really good slot guy. He's never had as many yards as Wes Welker had that year, and he's only broken 100 catches once in his career. So
there's that.
So there's that. I'm not saying I think Julian Edelman's a better wide receiver than Wes Welker. I definitely think so. I'd rather have him. But 07 Wes Welker, like in just the year-by-year comparison, it's going to be tough. Like Edelman's touchdown totals, right, for the past few years, 3 touchdowns, 7 touchdowns, 4 touchdowns, 6 touchdowns, 3 touchdowns, 0, 0, 1. Like he's never had 8. So, all right, oh, Kevin's whipping out the big guns. Bring out the ammo.
So Welker 8 and 112 recorded.
Yeah.
With Moss 23 touchdowns, which that's massive.
Right.
And 98. Yeah, you're right.
And then you go. So now that leaves Brandon Cooks and Stallworth as the equivalent, right?
Brandon Cooks is going to have more than 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's
Which
what Stallworth
I'm pretty
had.
sure 2007 Stallworth had
That's what
3.
he had. Yeah, he had 46
With
catches.
46 catches.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, he's
So
he's
Cooks will
gonna
win that
have,
one.
Yeah,
Cooks will win that
wins.
one. The running backs will be better than Lawrence Maroney, Sammy Morris, Kevin Falk, Heath Evans, Kyle Eckel.
Who is that?
You don't remember good old Kyle Eckel?
I don't think anyone remembers Kyle Eckel.
Good old Kyle Eckel. He
Kyle Urkel.
played in 12 games. He rushed 33 attempts the whole season. He had 90 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns. Kyle Eckel.
Good old Eckel.
Good old Eckel. Kevin Falk did not record a rushing touchdown in 2007.
He had a passing one, though, correct?
Did he have a catching one? Yeah, he had 1 receiving. Yep. Kevin Falk, of all people, odd factoid, only was worth 6 points in the record-breaking 2007.
Crazy.
That's nuts.
Absolutely nuts.
That is fucking wild.
But I think that Gillislee will definitely have more than 6 rushing touchdowns, which Maroney had 6.
Right.
And Sammy Morris had 3.
Right.
So,
I think Gillis gets more than that combined.
oh yeah, absolutely.
I think he's going to be right
definitely
around
gonna have more than
12.
9.
I think you're not going to get 18 like he got out of Blunt last year, but I think he's
No,
good for 10
there's
plus.
too many weapons to
Right.
have him have 18.
He'll be like 10 plus, like 12-ish.
Yeah.
I think around there. James White's going to catch more than he runs for. Deion Lewis will do the same thing. He'll catch more touchdowns than he runs for.
That's saying Deion Lewis still makes
On the team. Right, yeah. Just going active roster. So I guess it comes down to one more. Who's better? 2007 Tom Brady or 2017 Tom Brady?
This is what I was thinking of earlier. This is the craziest thing to say, but I think Brady at 40 years old is better than Brady at 30 years old.
So do I.
He's faster, he's stronger, he's more agile, he's crazy.
No, I agree with you.
That man is not human.
He's not. So now the question is, now they got a ton of weapons, right? We're sitting here saying, does he throw more than 50 touchdowns?
If I had to put money at it, I'm going to put him right around 50. Right around 50.
If you had to put money on
If I
it?
had to put money
Oh
on
my
it,
God,
I'm going to
okay.
say right around 50.
Okay, let's put money on it.
I'm gonna say right around 50.
Okay.
He's going to do it.
All right. So, like, what does right around mean? Like, you're giving yourself, like,
I'm going to say
47 to 53?
Well, I was going to say 48.
40? Okay,
Yeah.
all right. You're going to owe me a 12-pack of beer. Okay, 'cause this is
Why? What do you have him as?
Huh? 41, 42.
Really?
Yeah.
He had 28 last year and he missed 4 games.
Yeah, that puts him on pace for 36. so if you took his average over 12, that's 36. He would have been 36 and 3.
All right, checkmate.
Okay, all right. So, do I think they got 6 touchdowns better? Yeah.
I think we got more than 6 touchdowns.
Maybe a little bit because Gronk would be healthy. So you got Cooks, Hogan. Oh, fucking Hogan's a guy too.
Allen.
Dwayne Allen? Like, Allen and Bennett, that's actually a loss. Like, Bennett as the backup tight end to Dwayne Allen as the backup tight end, Allen's worse than Bennett. You know what I'm saying?
Why don't you tell him that to his face?
Just, I'll fight him. I'll fight you. He's a better run-blocking tight end but he's not as good of a pass catcher as Martellus Bennett is. Bennett's that guy. I have no ill will towards Bennett at all. Like, I think he'll
do well with Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay.
Yeah, he should. I mean,
that's going to be a dangerous combo.
Yeah, that's actually a tight end I want to look for on fantasy. I didn't even think about that. I forgot that he's there. That's fucking important. Yeah. So, Dwayne Allen.
Did you even talk about Burkhead?
Yeah, I mean, what's he offer you?
I think that he's going to be better than Sammy Morris was.
That's true.
2007.
Burkhead's good. Yes, the running backs are better. We're going to check that. Running backs win. So we're saying quarterback's better now.
He's got to be.
2017.
It's all that avocado ice cream.
All the avocado ice cream, yep. Running backs are better in 2017. Yep. Wide receiving core is worse in 2017.
See, I don't know. I have a hard time saying that it's worse.
It's worse. They're not
That's blasphemy.
Good. They're not good. How about that? No, I'm just kidding.
That's disgusting.
Edelman, Cooks, Hogan is not as good as...
We still have Amendola.
Okay, yeah. We also had Eckel. There's Edelman, Cooks, Hogan is not better than Moss, Walker, Stallworth.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
That's got to be true, right?
I guess.
Do you think so?
I don't know. It's going to be.
You think? Here's the caveat that I'm leaving out because I'm doing it by position. You think Gronk, Edelman, Hogan, Cooks is better than Watson, Moss?
Yes.
Right. I got you. That's fair. If you throw them in, because then I was going to say obviously 2017 wins the tight end battle. At the wide receiver core, I think they lose, but if you do pass catchers, you know what I'm saying. And then also you get like James White in there. He's going to have more than one fucking touchdown than Kevin Fulcat in 2017 or 2007. Yeah. So it's one of the weird things where I think they're more talented, but they're not going to be as good.
So you don't have them as good 2017 as they were in 2007.
No. Like I don't think Brady's going to throw for 50 touchdowns.
I'm leaving this podcast.
Like I don't think so. That's a tough feat, man.
It is.
He broke the all-time touchdown interception ratio record last year, and he had 28 touchdowns. That's not bad. I mean, 36 in the league was good. Like if he played all 16 games and he had 36, even if he got a couple extra nice ones early in the season, 38-ish, whatever. That's adding almost a touchdown a game. 36 to 50 is almost a touchdown a game.
If anyone can do it, it's him.
Of course, right? And I'm with you.
Anyone can do it. It's him.
I hate to sound like I'm down on the Patriots because they're fucking really good. This defense is probably better.
What do you have them going at this season? Win-loss record. Gun to your head.
I gotta look. Let's see. We did this before. They beat the Chiefs. They beat the Saints. They beat the Texans. They beat the Panthers. They're gonna beat the brakes off of Tampa Bay.
Which I've heard people actually saying that Tampa Bay was going to be a beast this year. No way.
Tampa Bay's going to be good because they got
Not
Deshaun
good
Jackson,
enough.
Mike Evans, those guys. Just because they're on Hard Knocks and you get to see them practice doesn't make them better than HBO makes them look. There's no fucking way. Speaking of beating the brakes off people, the New York Jets may never play football again after October 15th. Because
they're going to be so bad this year.
That franchise is a fucking mess.
What happened to them?
I don't know. I don't even...
They just, they're not even competition anymore.
I'm going to level with you. I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, fuck them.
Fuck the Jets.
It's great. I hope they go 0-16, and I hope that they fucking draft Len Bias. I hope that happens. Just because that franchise fucking blows. I hate Jets fans. I hate Jets fans more than Giants fans.
That's a wash for me.
Is it?
Yeah.
See, Giants fans, at least you did it.
Giants fans are cocky as
They're cocky as fuck, and they always have that card that's like, Tom Brady's
2-0,
won 5 Super Bowls. Yeah, but
2-0.
Can't be the Giants. Whatever. It's like
until this year, That's my Super Bowl prediction.
You're going Pats G-Men.
Yes.
Super Bowl 52.
And Tom Brady walks off into the sunset after this
And
once he
retires.
goes 19-0.
Would that be the fucking...
Craziest storyline.
I would slide off my chair, slide off my seat every time I went to sit down for the rest of my life. if Tom Brady retires at 19-0 this year, beating the Giants.
That would be the perfect way to go out.
Wouldn't
If
you-
there's a way to go out, it's that. Right
Wouldn't
there.
you want to? But see, here's Tom Brady for you. And I don't know him on a personal level. On a molecular level, I don't know him. But I think he'd say, fuck it, let's do it again.
Yeah, he is a competitor, but I just feel if
what
there's
if we
a way
went, what
to
if we
close
went
the book.
38-0? You know what I mean? Like, what if
That is his
right,
mindset,
this is
though.
like we could do 38-0, and then he does that, and he's 41, and then he's like, I still got 4 years left. That means I could go fucking 76-0.
Let's try for 190-0.
Exactly. Like, who fucking knows? And also, but another thing to think about is that if the Patriots win, if they get off to a hot win streak here. Let's see, they lost to the Seahawks, and then won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so they won 10 games in a row last year. So if they start 12-0 this year, they break their own longest win streak record.
Which was
21.
Yeah, 21. Yep.
So they can get 22 by going 12-0.
That's crazy.
It's fucking nuts. You have the two longest win streaks in NFL history on two separate occasions
That-
with the same fucking quarterback.
And that, honestly, that could happen.
It could. Because you go 12 games. I mean, we're looking at Chiefs, Saints, Texans, Panthers, Bucks, Jets, Falcons, who I think are broken, Chargers. How many do we got? What's
Then
that?
Denver.
Then Denver at Denver, which I don't like. Then at Mexico, which I don't like.
See, I don't have a problem with Denver at Denver this year. I don't think that they're going to be as big of a challenge as they have been in the past.
I think we've lost to some bad Denver teams in Denver just because it's in Denver.
It is. It's something with that stadium, whether
Right.
it is the low amounts of oxygen or whatever it is. I don't know, but
Right.
they have struggled in Denver. But I just don't see it this year.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. So, what's the one loss you have? You have one loss in Mexico to the Raiders?
It's either going to be the Raiders or it's just going to be a fluke game in
Like
Miami.
division type shit. Yeah.
Miami always has that one game that they play their balls off against us.
That's true. That is true. That's tough. Yeah, I would say the Oakland game I don't like. I don't like that at all.
I
Having
think
to go to
we-
Mexico. If
See,
we had to
like,
go,
I think we do beat them though.
do you? And I think we're
That's
a better
just my
team
homer
than
side
them.
talking.
Right. I do think we're a better team than the Raiders. Like having to go to Mexico, that's just weird.
Yeah.
I don't know why that freaks me out. I mean, we go to London and beat the hell out of whoever we're facing. We beat the shit out of the Rams or whoever. But I don't know. I would say, I guess, short story long, I'm gonna modestly put them at 14-2, which I sound like a fucking a-hole. Saying at worst, 14-2.
How many other franchises
They can even say that.
Or
They're
their
like,
fans
they're
can
like,
say
I'm
that.
hoping we can go 11-5 this year, and we're like, that's our worst. That's the worst we'll
If we
ever
go
do.
11-5, I'm jumping off the
I'd be
bridge.
pissed. I'd be like, how do we fuck this up?
Fire Brady, fire Belichick, it's
Just like,
over.
yeah, really?
Start
That would be
over.
it. 11-5? Are you fucking kidding me? We went 11-5 with Matt Castle. We don't need Tom Brady. It'd be bringing Garoppolo.
Which is crazy this year, that 5 of our last 6 games is division.
Yeah, who stacked that fucking schedule?
Good deal.
You know why? Well, you know why? Because that division fucking sucks this year. And I argue all the time, like, the AFC East isn't as bad as you think it is. It's just the Patriots make it look worse.
It's bad.
This is the worst division in football.
It's like
Easily.
the Bills completely got rid of everybody.
Treated everybody.
The Jets, they're worse than puppy shit.
They
They're
let
just-
everybody go.
Yep.
Daryl Reeves, Eric. Oh, we don't have a receiver? Our best one? You can have him. You can have him. Fucking
stick
Eric
my
Decker.
grandmother in there.
Right, exactly. Yeah, trade me a bag of balls, and you can have Eric Decker. Like, fuck off.
It's crazy.
That team's gonna blow dicks. That's gonna be a bad.
What was the
fucking football
logic
team.
behind that?
The Eric Decker move?
Yeah,
It's money cut. Money. Everything's money. They're shaving money for no fucking reason. They're gonna pay $200
no
million.
one wants to go to the Jets.
Absolutely not. Fucking no way. And what they're going to do is they're going to sign up the future quarterback next year, and I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but they're going to get the first pick in the draft, and they're going to get the guy. It's going to be like fucking Bo Callahan from draft day, and then fucking they're going to pay him the first ever $200 million contract for 50 years, and
And
then
he's gonna suck.
He's going to fucking blow chunks. He's going to fucking wet the bed. And the Jets are going to be bad forever because they've always been bad. That's why I hate Jets fans. Giants fans at least beat the Patriots twice in the Super Bowl. I hate to admit it, but they did. And you can talk shit to me about it because it's a fucking fact. The Jets have won one Super Bowl 50,000 years ago. Like, just so long ago.
Pretty sure Jesus was in the stands for that one.
If you weren't alive for it, don't brag about it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Don't fucking brag about that. Like, at least
Jets
I saw a
fans
Celtics
nowadays have
championship.
nothing to brag about whatsoever.
Nobody could, oh, you guys are fucking cheaters.
Yeah,
I'm just like,
that's
but-
the only thing that they have.
You should try it. But the Jets are going to be so bad. The Dolphins got cigarette-smoking Jay Cutler now.
Which I don't think that's a bad fit for them.
Not a bad fit. I think he hurts them more than he helps them just
he's
because
gonna
of
throw
turnovers.
picks.
All fucking day. That's going to be it. Stephon Gilmore is going to get so fucking fat after eating off these fucking quarterbacks. Like, Stephon Gilmore is going to play. He's going to play house with fucking Tyrod Taylor when they go back to Buffalo. And he's going to make him, like, he's going to play the role of daddy, right? And then he's going to own fucking Tyrod Taylor. And then you got, who for the Jets?
I don't know.
Kevin's the quarterback for the Jets next year, and fucking that's crazy. You know what I mean? Like, who the fuck is their quarterback? I don't think they brought back Fitzpatrick.
I was just gonna say, where is Fitzpatrick now?
I don't know. Maybe it is Fitzpatrick.
I thought
But
he was
that's
like making hot dogs in
Yeah,
the
no.
stands or something.
It's true. Yeah, he's fucking. I've seen him at my local hot dog vendor. Fucking that goddamn Stanford degree or whatever, Harvard degree. And then fucking Jay Cutler is going to be pick fucking city. This defense is going to be good. This defense is better than 07.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hold on.
No, it is.
Our front seven is not better.
Who did we lose on the front seven?
Ninkovich,
Yep.
Chris Long.
Yeah, but we got Lawrence Guy.
Yeah, that's a good pickup.
Yeah,
Coney
absolutely.
Ealy's a good
Yep.
pickup. It's a lot of questions. Like,
I don't know. 07, I have like in the Super Bowl, Brady was on his back constantly.
I'm talking about on our defense.
Our
Defensive front seven. So, yeah, no, Brady, yeah, our offensive line was fucking poo city that game. Yeah, that was really bad. But, yeah, our front seven defensively, is Lawrence Guy going to work? We don't know. You know what I mean? Is Coney Ealy going to work? Panthers obviously didn't think he was worth it. They let him go for the cheap. Malcolm Brown, Alan Branch, Trey Flowers.
I'm happy that we bought back Branch
Yeah, me too.
and picking up Dante Hightower. Like,
Yeah, that's
that
good.
is
That
huge,
solidifies
huge.
a lot. I like Van Noy. I like Hightower. I like Landon Roberts a little bit. I'm not really sure where he's going to fit in. Same with Shea McClellan. Freeney's probably going to get cut. So, I don't know. Like that Brewski, Harrison, Samuel, Seymour was still on that team. Vince Wilfork. No, I don't know if Seymour was on the 07 one. But
No, I think he was traded.
I think he
in
was traded in 06.
wasn't
I
he?
think so, yeah. But Vince Wilfork, Ty Warren, Jarvis Green, Rob Ninkovich early there, right? That was Vrabel was already gone. Nink came in to replace him. Nink, Brewski, Seau. I think that defense is probably a
rest
little bit
his
better.
soul.
God rest his soul. Yes. If we can have a moment of silence. That I think that's tough as a whole. Which one was better?
I'm gonna take this year.
I think our secondary is good,
Secondary is ridiculous.
really good. Yeah, that's
Gilmore and Butler, that combo is gonna be
gonna be
nasty.
tough. I think it'd be really tough. But also, like
Do you
Gilmore,
put it at the best in the league though? Best combo
I
in
gotta
the
see
league?
it. You gotta see it.
Yeah.
I like the Kansas City tandem's really good. The Giants secondary is really good with Jenkins, Eli Apple, Landon Collins, DRC. Like that's a good fucking
I shiver
squad.
every single time I hear the Giants name.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
If that is the Super Bowl, I won't sleep for 2 weeks.
That is going to be. I'm going to be the most unhealthy I've ever been in my entire life for 13 days. Like if we clinch the AFC Championship on a Sunday and I got to wait 2 weeks, and the fucking Giants are on the other end of it, I'll die. The end.
You just died right there.
I just died. Like, I'll die.
He just had a stroke on his own podcast.
I will fucking die. I don't want to experience that for 2 weeks. No fucking way.
I do. I want the Giants bad this
You're
year.
sick. You're unhealthy. You're unhealthy.
I just want him to overcome that one thing that everyone has against him. Every Giants fan.
Of course I do. I do if I know that it's going to happen. I don't want to go through it and have him go 0-3.
Yeah,
Imagine
that would be terrible.
That would be bad. That'd be real bad.
Yeah, my wrists would be in danger.
Slit
Slit
for
City.
Sure. Slit City. They're fucking just
hacking away.
They would definitely be slit. And not that suicide's funny, but it is when it's about football. Because then that's when suicide just becomes it's a joke at that point.
Junior Seau, God rest his soul.
Exactly right. So that's what I mean. It's kind of funny. No, I don't know, man. I've heard a lot of this. Oh, this is going to be the best Patriots team ever. That's a big year. And what's crazy is that, like, we have Michael Hawley on the Boston Sports Nerds podcast, right? And we talked about this too. It's his best team ever. He says, "What about last year? Like, is this going to be better than last year? I mean, on paper, sure.
On paper, absolutely.
On paper, but are you going to go undefeated on the road? Are you only going to lose 2 games, one of them with your starting quarterback? Are you going to come back down from 25 points in the Super Bowl? Like,
well, let's see. On the road, we have New Orleans. We beat them.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay. We beat them.
Yep.
New York. Obviously, we beat them.
Yeah.
See, Denver is tough, like you said, but I think we beat them. Oakland, that's going to be tough, but I think that we beat them.
Yeah.
Buffalo, we beat them. See, Miami, that's that. For
Yeah,
some
that
reason,
freaks you out,
For
yeah.
some reason, that freaks me out more than the Oakland.
Then Denver. Oh, then Oakland.
Yeah,
Oakland.
more
Okay,
than
all right,
Oakland.
Yeah.
And then Pittsburgh. We always have Pittsburgh's number.
Oh, I'm not fucking worried about
No,
Pittsburgh.
not at all.
Right.
Unless their coach is out there tripping people.
Right. They're fucking savage.
He looks like he's straight from prison. Does he not? Does it? Just give me that one. Does he not look like he's in?
He looks
from
like
prison?
he looks like a character from The Wire,
What is that?
the show The Wire.
I've never seen.
I ain't never seen it. He does look like. I'm kind of saying yeah. I'm kind of saying yeah. I'm just gonna say he instead looks like an actor that played a role of a man in prison.
All right, I'll go with that. I'll give you that.
Yeah, I mean and it's the gold chain, and not that the gold chain is synonymous with inmates, but it just looks unprofessional, looks unbecoming of Mike Tomlin, that gold chain.
But yeah, I think it's possible that we could go
Undefeated on the road.
Yeah.
It's definitely going to be harder. I think it's going to be harder to go undefeated on the road. Hey, this is fucking water's wet, fire's hot. It's going to be harder to go undefeated on the road than it will be at home. My name's Dave, and I like to point out
I
the obvious.
approve this message.
Yeah.
But the home games, I really don't see them being that much of a problem.
No, there's no problems at home. There's none.
Really, Atlanta doesn't scare you this year?
Not at all. I think the Patriots broke Atlanta.
Yeah?
I think they're a broken team.
Damn.
I don't think they made the playoffs.
Did they even lose anyone significant?
Nope. I think they're broken. I think they're fucking broken.
You don't think they're going to come into Foxborough and want blood?
Sure. Until they're up 25 points. And then Arthur Blank's going to be sitting there like,
Ooh, he said it.
Oh man, I don't know. Does this feel good? They're fucking broken. There's no way you can feel confident in what you're doing. They lost their offensive coordinator. Yeah, they did lose someone important. They lost their offensive coordinator, Kyle Shanahan.
No, but I meant like someone on the
player,
field.
right? Yeah. No, I don't think so. Not that I know of. I mean, they still have all their key pieces: Julio Jones, Matt Ryan, Devontae Freeman, Tevin Coleman. But I do think that they're fucking so broken. Like, how could you believe in yourself after that?
Yeah, it'd be kind of hard to.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're up 25. Like, here we go, guys. We got this. And then someone's like, but do we? But do we, though, Matt? Like, do we? Do we, Matty Ice? We
then
got
you look
this?
up at the scoreboard and you're only up 8, and then, oh, Christ,
And then we're tied. And then, oh, my God, they won the coin toss. Like, right? They're broken.
know when the Patriots won the coin toss that it was over for them.
Right. Oh, game.
You knew
game
as
set.
soon as Brady
Right.
was stepping on that field, he was marching down the field and he was winning it.
Yep.
There was no doubt in my mind.
Yeah, same here. Yeah, once they got the coin toss, I was like, oh, this is it. Game over.
I think I was actually talking to you on the phone when that happened.
No.
Not at that point?
Not at that point. I called you as soon as they scored.
Oh.
Because I was in the bar freaking out.
Yeah.
Freaking out.
Crazy.
Oh, no. We talked when they won the toss.
Yeah, I
We
was going
talked.
to say,
Yeah,
I
we
thought I
talked.
remembered
Yeah.
that.
We talked, and then I said, I'll call you back. And then, I called you up. Yeah, you're right.
And then you just hung up on me.
Yeah, I did. I said, I gotta go. So.
I fucking leaving.
Yeah, I'm fucking leaving. So, we've had a lengthy discussion here, and I don't think he budged at all. What do you think?
Patriots are going to the Super Bowl, and we're going to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Which I made this prediction.
Oh my God! Yeah,
I
gotta give.
made
Yeah,
this prediction.
I will give the Dave Dawson seal of approval on this. 3 years ago,
Yep, in the playoffs. It
When
was
we-
against the Colts.
when we beat the Colts
Yep. It was actually during that game.
during the game, right?
Yep.
The Deflategate game.
Yep.
Kevin says, if we win this game, like during the game, Brady's going to win this we're going to win this championship, and Tom's going to go out the way he came in,
Winning 3 out of 4.
winning 3 out of 4,
And then sail
and he's
off
going to
into
do
the
it
sunset.
in inverse order. So
Yep.
like it's going to be like, or not inverse, he's going to repeat it again, like win one, take a year off, win back to back, and then retire.
And we won one.
He won one, they lost one, they've won one of the two.
Yep.
So
This year.
they win this year. Kevin's 3-year-old prediction of complete arrogance. Like, just complete. Like, you know what's going to happen? Oh, we're going to be. First off, there's only, I think, 3 teams in history to win 3 out of 4 Super Bowls. And we're going to do it twice. Just like with the same quarterback. Fucking 18 years apart.
Kevradamus right here.
Kevradamus.
You heard it here first.
I do like that. You did say that, and I think that you're in as good a shape as ever to get that prediction right. Because there's no, I mean, who's going to win the Super Bowl this year?
There's not many teams that can do it.
I don't even see one. I mean, I like the Giants a lot out of the NFC. The Packers, of course, are always good, but never really seem to get over the hump. I mean, I know they have 1 ring and 1 other appearance, but for an elite quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, like, how often are they not winning in the playoffs? You know what I mean? Like, that's a weird situation there.
That's why I have a tough time putting Aaron Rodgers. When anyone says Aaron Rodgers is in Tom Brady's league, no, he's not.
It's tough. It's
Like, statistically in the regular season, yeah.
right.
But
He's a
once-
great pass thrower.
He,
I don't think he's a great game winner.
quarterback.
Right.
But don't compare him to Tom Brady.
Tom Brady is
A league of his own.
a league of his own. That's true. It really is. Like, I mean, when you're going all time, right now, I think Aaron Rodgers is as good of a quarterback as anyone in the league. You know what I mean? I think same with Tom Brady. Like, talent-wise, Aaron Rodgers
Would
is
I
right
like
there.
to have Aaron Rodgers on the Patriots if we didn't have Tom Brady? Absolutely.
Yeah, he's the right. He's
Absolutely.
the guy. Right. But when you're talking body of work, it's like fucking Tom Brady and then who gives a shit pool? Because fucking you're not Tom Brady. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So like it just doesn't matter after that. Like Tom Brady is the clear cut #1 quarterback of all time.
And I can see why other fans in franchises hate our fans in our franchise.
Because of
We're
this
so
because of
arrogant
this
and
podcast right here,
pompous and-
right?
Yeah,
Right.
but
Who's better?
but-
the undefeated team, or are we going to go undefeated again? Like,
but we have facts to back it up.
Right,
We
like why-
had-
right.
Our team can back it up.
there's those weird memes that are totally subjective and bullshit, but they are interesting and they are also true. Tom Brady's been in the Super Bowl 47% of his career, 48% of his career, whatever the number is. Russell Westbrook, MVP for the NBA during his NBA or his NBA MVP season.
saying he has
shot
more of a
40.
chance.
Yeah, he shot 44% from the field, meaning that Tom Brady is more likely to make the Super Bowl than Russell Westbrook is of making a jump shot.
That's
in the NBA.
absurd.
That's crazy. I mean, it doesn't mean anything because the NBA is a totally different, but it's also not untrue. You know what I mean? Like it is still statistics. Like Tom Brady goes to the Super Bowl more than Russell Westbrook makes a shot. So, okay. And that's a fucking chaotic thing to think about.
It's absurd.
That the greatest quarterback of all time goes to the Super Bowl more than NBA players make shots. That's
Disgusting.
insane. That's crazy. Tom Brady, if he goes to one more Super Bowl, will be up over 50%, right? Because that would be his
That'd be his 8th Super Bowl in 16 seasons, or is he going on his 17th?
I think this might be 17.
Yeah,
so he
this
might
is
not
the
be.
17th.
Yeah, he might not be at 50%. Well,
You're about as close as you can fucking get.
right. Imagine that. Imagine averaging a Super Bowl every other year for 16.
I can't even
and
fathom
playing
it.
16, 17 years.
We will never see this again in NFL history, at least in our time.
Not in my time. Yeah, I'll be dead before there's another Tom
absolutely.
Brady. Right.
And
sure.
who knows? He could still be playing.
He might,
when we're dead, long gone, he will still be on that field.
He was on Kirk and Callahan today, and he did say that they said, when you're playing until you're 55 years old, he says, 55? I'm not doing 55 or whatever. And they said, oh, whoa. Is this the first time you've capped it off that you're definitely not playing till 55? And he said, yeah, no, I don't want to be playing when I'm 55 or whatever. But
that breaks my heart.
right. I felt a part of that hit me,
Yeah.
like right in the feels. I was sort of like, oh, like
You don't want to die on the field for
I was
us?
a part of me kind of was like, do it forever. Like, just like fucking
Just be a corpse out
just
there.
do it till I'm dead, and then I don't
then
have to
you
worry
can-
about
yeah,
it, and then you can
exactly.
do whatever. Yeah, but that's it. So I want to thank you, Kevin, for coming on. So final wrap this up real quick. You have 15-1 as a safe bet,
Yep.
winning the Super Bowl,
Yep.
beating the Giants.
Yep.
Okay.
But for storyline wise, I have them going in to
19
face the
now.
Jets 19. No.
Yeah.
Well, 18
Giants.
now. And then
Giants.
Giants.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
Giants.
Yeah, I was going to say the Jets aren't going to be in the playoffs. There's no way. I would say
And your
The-
safe bet was what, 14-2?
14-2, and they beat the. There's going to be some come along team in the NFC. Like who's a good NFC team that might just emerge. Like not good, not like a good team, but like
Tampa Bay.
like if the Lions.
No,
Something like that.
No way. Lions, no way. I
think the Lions are going to
Green
be.
Bay.
I think the Lions are going to be like 9-7, 10-6. They might be
I
a
don't
might be
think
a
that's
fringe
good enough,
wild
though.
card team.
Like maybe Green Bay.
Green Bay, yeah. I feel like it's going to be someone that's like not in the running all the time. Like, well, maybe the Giants. They're not in the running
Let
most
them
of the time.
step up and try to
that's
dethrone
fine.
Brady.
Come on down. This has been #DaveSpeaks. I got you locked in for a bunch of bets here that you don't even know about. The Rob Gronkowski is going to get more touchdowns than Randy Moss in 2007. And
That one, no.
okay, all right. And
Take me off for that
Tom
one.
Brady's going to throw 50 touchdowns, 48 touchdowns or more.
48 or more.
I hope I'm wrong.
You are.
I hope so. But that's that. Thank you so much for coming on, Kev.
Thanks for having me on.
I'm going to delete a bunch of this. I'm going to cut half of this fucking thing here. But this has been a good time. This is Dave Speaks. Again, I'll be following in the off weeks of WECP. Check out the Wrestling Entertainment Comics podcast brought to you by Aaron and Jerry, the heels of podcasting. And then there's Joe's Fantasy Field Goal, where you get all the best Joe's, or you get all the best fantasy football advice from Joe himself. He gives that shit to you for free every week, and you should probably pay him to do it because it's fucking good, and you're going to win a lot of money in your leagues listening to that guy. Then you can tune into the Boston Sports Nerds podcast. We do that every week, of course. We have our weekly segments, Blog Talk, Social Media Second, Closing Time, all those. Plus, we're going to start to cycle in some new bits, some new segments and stuff. So stay tuned for that. We're going to bring back the top 5, not this week, but we're going to start to rotate our segments. And it's definitely going to make it, I think, a little bit easier to consume because you don't know exactly what's coming every week. So it'll be like, oh, no shit, they're doing a fucking top 5 or a Joe Knows or whatever. So that'll be good. We are going to do a Joe Knows with band names. So that should be pretty good. You listen to the Joe Knows, right?
Yeah, of course.
The horse racing one. Yeah, that was good.
He likes the denim.
He likes the denim. That's perfect. So, yeah, this has been Dave Speaks. Thank you so much, Kevin. We will do this again, for sure.
Absolutely.
We'll check back in probably a couple weeks, see how the Patriots are doing. Once the season starts, kind of touch base, find out how we're looking, see who made the team. Because I think the cuts is really an interesting thing. I could do a whole nother podcast on who they're going to cut and what the 53-man roster is going to look like. But we are going to wrap this up here. Kevin, my man, thank you so much. And I will be talking to you guys in 2 weeks.
Shut